Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be sharing my thoughts and giving a review on BOXRAW apparel. So stay tuned. Hey guys, Carlo here. Today I want to discuss my experience with one of the most popular, if not the most popular, boxing apparel and equipment brands, which is BOXRAW. Now, I've used their clothes for several years now for both my training as well as for casual wear, and have a couple of their products up here I want to share with you guys. Most notably is going to be the Walker track jacket as well as the Sanchez Windbreaker jacket. I also have a couple of my older jackets and shorts up here I've used for the past couple of years. That way you guys can kind of get an idea of how they've held up over the years. So we'll be discussing the quality, the fit, how it feels, and just generally what to expect when you get a BOXRAW product. But before we do that, I did want to give a quick overview and share my thoughts on BOXRAW as a brand. They were founded in 2017 by Ben Amana. Ben is from the UK and comes from a boxing background. Matter of fact, I believe he also competed at the amateur level and started this company back in 2017, and you can kind of see what the company has evolved into what we see today. When BOXRAW initially came out back in 2017, I remember seeing on social media their marketing, both their videos and their photos of their products, and I hadn't seen this logo before. So the logo was very unique. It was the first time I saw it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Nike with the swoosh, but it wasn't really a swoosh because it has a little bit longer there, and it has kind of like almost like a claw look. And then you can see that they integrated this B into the logo, which is really cool looking. So I think they did an awesome job with the logo. It's very recognizable. Obviously, anytime you have a brand, you want to have a logo that when somebody sees it, they automatically recognize it, and their brain kind of goes to that. So I think they did a great job with coming up with a great logo. And then the next was the actual products themselves, the apparel. And now, when BOXRAW first started off, I kind of thought it was more or less just like a higher end fitness apparel company. That was my initial thoughts. And then the more I started to realize is that BOXRAW to me is a boxing specific apparel company. Now, and that's not to say that anybody can wear their clothes. Obviously, if it's a soccer mom that trains at the gym and just happens to love their track jacket, she'll wear the jacket. That's completely fine. If it's somebody that trains in MMA and they love the Sanchez Windbreaker jacket or even the Hagler sauna suit, then by all means, anybody can wear it. But what I love about BOXRAW is they've made it obvious that this is a boxing first brand. And I feel like boxing has never really had that. Yes, we have brands out there like Everlast and Rival Boxing and you have, what's the other one? Rival, Everlast, Title Boxing, that are boxing equipment brands. But I feel like they're more like equipment brands first, and then they just kind of happen to have some clothing and apparel that they sell. Now, we didn't necessarily even sell it on the side, but it's just almost like, all right, we're selling our gloves, we're selling our equipment, we sell boxing shoes. Oh, and by the way, we also have a couple of t-shirts here and there, we have some jackets, we also have a sauna suit. Where I feel with BOXRAW, they really made it to where it's kind of like a lifestyle brand. It's not just clothes, but it's a lifestyle when you're wearing their equipment. The other thing to note is that the fitness apparel industry is $1 billion industry. You see companies like Gymshark, Alphalete, Lululemon. I mean, there's so many different companies now that make fitness clothing because, in my opinion, the fitness apparel industry and fitness apparel in general is almost like its own category of fashion now. You often see people wearing just fitness clothes, leggings, shorts, the shirts on a daily basis. And the only time somebody dresses up and puts on jeans or khakis or wears a polo or a nice dress shirt or a button up is really when they're going to go out for an occasion. But for daily wear, you really see a lot more people that are into gym wear or gym clothing or fitness wear. And I feel like BOXRAW does a great job of filling that void for the boxing community, kind of putting their own twist on it, but also giving you a really nice high-end premium product that doesn't feel cheap, and it doesn't feel like, kind of like an entry-level shirt that you would get from Everlast that's like $15, and it probably will fall apart after a couple of weeks or months. So that's, to me, the biggest difference between BOXRAW and some of these other boxing, fight, MMA brands, is that they've really stood out on making this a premium lifestyle and fitness brand. And then over the years, they've kind of evolved and started to really get into like the hand wraps, the knuckle guards, and I know that they're secretly working on their boxing gloves, excuse me, that are obviously taking time, but just like anything else, if you want to do it right, you got to do it the right way the first time. So, you know, I feel like they're starting to slowly evolve into that and doing it the right way. And another thing you'll notice is that they really endorse the who's of the boxing world. Now, obviously, they currently have you know, endorsements with Terrence Crawford. You know, Bud has his own line with BOXRAW. Gervonta Davis has his own line with BOXRAW. So in terms of marketing, endorsements, and sponsorships, they do an amazing job of really bringing the top level guys of the sport to represent their brand. And that makes other, you know, people like myself, the people that, you know, train during the week, the amateurs, the people that just love boxing for fitness, that really draws that community in to want to wear BOXRAW and represent that. Because you see guys like Bud Crawford, you see guys like Tank Davis, you know, and there was a period of time in the past couple of years, Alexander Usyk, I believe, Lomachenko wore BOXRAW, or at least was, you know, sponsored and marketed to wear BOXRAW. Earl Spence had BOXRAW. I mean, there's so many, Dimitri Bivol, there's so many guys at the pro and amateur level that use BOXRAW that, you know, it's hard not to notice it. I think initially the biggest product they had at one point in time when they first came out was their Hagler sauna suit. I did a review on that. I'll put the link in the description box on that video. But was the first, I'll say the 1.0, because now they have a Hagler sauna suit 2.0. That's new and improved. I got to try that out. But to me, they're kind of like their first initial claim to fame was their Hagler sauna suit, and a lot of people have that sauna suit. Has had good reviews, and that's kind of one of the staples of the BOXRAW lineup is that Hagler sauna suit. And then they would come out with other apparel, obviously track jackets, windbreaker jackets, shorts, leggings, t-shirts, you name it. They had it, hats and beanies. So they kind of have a full array of it. But when you do go onto their website, you can check it out, and they have multiple sizes all the way down to, like, I think extra small to triple or quadruple XL. So there's definitely a big range of sizes. Another thing is, I feel like they try to kind of keep the models and the products relevant, where they don't oversaturate their lineup. So they don't have like a ton of different track jackets of different designs. They may have 3 or 4 different track jacket designs, and that's it. And same thing with windbreaker jackets and shorts. They don't oversaturate having too many different products, because it kind of cheapens all of the products if you have too much of that same type of product. So if you have like 10 different shorts, you know, customers are gonna have a hard time picking which one they should go with. You might have different lengths, inseam lengths and whatnot, but it kind of cheapens the brand a little bit when you oversaturate yourself. So I do like the fact that they kind of kept it a little bit smaller in terms of the different products they do offer, and it makes it feel that it's a little bit more of a premium product that not everybody has. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's go ahead and discuss these jackets, the shorts, as well as this hoodie back here. And I'm going to show you guys what the product is made out of, how it fits, and just my overall thoughts on it. Okay, so starting off is going to be the Walker track jacket. I got this in size medium. This jacket retails for $80 on the BOXRAW website. One thing I did want to mention is that BOXRAW does have an outlet section on their website. So if you're looking for something that's on sale, you want to save a little bit of money, they do have a section for outlet, which is basically their sale items. It's most likely going to be their products that they're going to start to kind of taper off and discontinue because they're bringing new products to the brand, or their sizes that nobody really buys, like an extra small or a quadruple or triple XL. You know, sizes that are not as common as like a medium and as a large. So they do have an outlet, but This is their Walker track jacket. This is actually the Creed edition jacket. This one costs a little bit more because it is a Creed edition. I think this was 110, but the standard colorways are $80. It does have that Apollo Creed patch that's stitched on the sleeve. You also have the BOXRAW logo. One thing I love is that the logos on here are all embroidered in. They're stitched into the jacket, so it doesn't feel cheap. You also get the label here with the barcode. This Creed edition has these little like trading cards on the inside. I took a peek earlier. That comes with it for Creed 3. You have the label, says BOXRAW. I got mine in medium. The Walker track jacket, they say, runs oversized. So if you really like a really baggy fit, you can go a size up. And if you go true to size, it'll still be a little bit more on the roomier side as well. You do have that collar as well as a metal zipper. The zipper on here I love. It has these larger teeth on here, and it makes the zipper really smooth to open and close. Opening that up to show you guys the inside, it does have a mesh liner on the inside of the jacket. You do have mesh pockets on both sides with metal zippers that go horizontally, so if you want to hide your phone, your wallet, any type of your personal items on the inside of the jacket, you can do so. You also have what it's made of, the care and instructions down here on the very bottom. It says BOXRAW, cut from a different cloth, 100% nylon. Keep away from fire, machine wash at 30 degrees, wash inside out, wash for similar colors, do not tumble dry. So basically wash this in cold and just hang dry to keep the quality. If you put this in the dryer over time, it'll really kind of break down the nylon, and it can shrink a little bit. And this is made in China. One thing also I noticed with a lot of BOXRAW products, you have this rubberized BOXRAW section up here. It's almost like a ribbon that goes across, and it has kind of a premium and grippy feel to it, which I like. The thing I like about that is when you put it on a hanger, it doesn't slide off. And when you put this jacket on, this rubberized piece almost acts like a little bit of a grip to grip onto your shoulders when you put the jacket on. Then you also have the pockets down here below. Those are also zippered on both sides. And then you have the elastic at the bottom that keeps everything nice and snug and tight. Elastic sleeves at the very end on both sides of the jacket. And then the back of the jacket, white, red, and then you also have this little ventilation hood that comes right here. So if you're planning on using this jacket to do cardio, go for a run, do your road work, then you have the ventilation back here with the mesh that lets it air through. The jacket is definitely very nice quality, has a decent amount of weight to it. This is one of those jackets that you can use for your trading. It's also a great jacket just to wear to the gym. Maybe you live in somewhere that has a colder climate, and you want to wear a jacket to the gym and then take this jacket off when you start to train, and just use this jacket to kind of keep you warm. Maybe you're done training at the gym and you put the jacket back on. You're gonna go somewhere to grab something to eat for after you're done training because you're hungry. You can put this jacket on and keep you relatively warm, because it is a little bit on the thicker side in terms of the feel. It's not like the Sanchez Windbreaker jacket where it's thinner. And I forgot to show you guys, there's also the BOXRAW logos that are embroidered on the bottom of the sleeve. So this is the Walker track jacket. It's one of my favorites. I typically don't wear it here in Phoenix during the summertime just because it's too damn hot. But once we get to like November, December, I'll start to wear this one a lot more. Next is going to be the Sanchez Windbreaker jacket. I got this one in large. This also retails for $85. I got this in large gray because I have it in black and medium, and this one fits a little bit more true to size. It doesn't have the oversized baggy fit that the Walker track jacket does. The Sanchez definitely runs a little bit more snug and true to size. So if you want something a little bit more roomier fitting on the Sanchez, I would definitely go a size up. So I decided to go with large with this. It's also the Creed edition, which is a gray colorway. So this one is a little bit more expensive for the Creed. I think this was 100. Again, if you get the stock colors like the black I have here, this is only $85. And again, you may be looking out, depending on certain colorways. That's another thing I forgot to mention, is certain colorways also go on sale too. So if they have a product that they're not selling, maybe that is like a neon yellow or a colorway that's just not as popular as your blues, your grays, your reds and whites, then that might go on sale as well. So do keep that in mind. It's not just the sizes that go on sale, but it's also the colorways, and obviously if the product is getting gonna get discontinued. So again, it's in that gray. Also has the cards right here. You also have a metal zipper on here that goes up and down, very smooth. It has almost like this little, I want to say like this little tent up top to keep the zipper from hitting your chin, which I love. So when you zip this all the way to the top, you know, I have the, I think it's one of my track jackets, or if it's not my hot suit jacket that I use. But when you zipper it up, it doesn't have anything at the top where the zipper hits your chin. So when you run, the zipper will continually just kind of popping you the chin because it'll flip up when you're doing your road work. So I love the fact that they just kind of have this flap that covers the zipper when you zip it all the way to the top. You also have the logo right here. I'm trying to kind of find a name. I guess you can call this like a little cotton loop. So if you wanted to, you can basically hang it up with this loop as well. If you don't have a hanger and you want to hang this somewhere in the gym that has like a hook somewhere, you can basically just use that loop if you don't have a hanger. But you do have the BOXRAW tag with a large size right there. The hood itself does have elastic on it, so if you decide to use a hood, it does have elastic on the hood itself that goes over your head if it starts to rain, or if you really want to get a good sweat on. The inside of the jacket, let me go ahead and open it all the way up. Put that right there. So the inside of the jacket, you can see it's a pretty standard Windbreaker jacket. It doesn't have like a multiple liners. It is just one piece all the way through. You do have these small pockets at the bottom right here on both sides of the jacket. They are not zippered. And then again, you also have your label here for your care instructions. So it shows right here, cut from different cloth. This one's 100% nylon. And again, you can machine wash cold this jacket and then hang dry. It does have the BOXRAW logos that are a reflective material. So if you happen to be training when it's dark at nighttime, you do have the BOXRAW logo as well as a little line that goes across on both sides that does have that reflection. You also have the BOXRAW logo stitched and embroidered on the sleeves. A little bit of elastic at the bottom of the sleeve as well. And you can see at the very bottom right here, this is just nylon all the way through, so there's no actual elastic at the bottom of the Windbreaker jacket. So it sits a little bit more looser towards the bottom. You also have this little curtain on the back with the mesh on the back side for ventilation. And then lastly, since this is the Apollo Creed edition, you also have that Apollo Creed or Adonis Creed logo right there on the back of the jacket, and another strip of that reflective material. So again, if you're training in the dark, someone will see you and not run you over. So you do have that. That's your Sanchez Windbreaker jacket. Pretty much identical. I have my old one right here. I've had this I think for 2 or 3 years now. It's kind of wrinkly because it's a little beat up. I mean, I've used it, but you can see here that the zipper still works nicely. Nothing on here is torn. This is a medium, so it fits a little bit more snug. You know, both zippers on both sides work very nicely. Oh, and that's one thing I also forgot to mention. You do have zippers on both sides on the Sanchez jacket. So you have zippers right here for your pockets on that side. So both on the outside and inside, just like the Walker track jacket. And then, lastly, you have this drawstring cord if you want to tighten the elastic on the track jacket as well. So if you really want to get that locked in feel on your head, you do have a drawstring on the back right here that can really lock that hood in if you want to do so. Next is going to be the Johnson hoodie. So this is your pretty standard hoodie, but this is probably the best quality and the most heavyweight hoodie I think I've ever owned, to be honest with you. It's very thick. The quality on here is amazing. When I initially got this hoodie, I was like, man, this thing is heavy. It's definitely a heavyweight hoodie. You have the tags on here. I got mine size medium. You also have the loop on the inside so you can hang it if you don't have a hanger. You have these nice long laces with the metal BOXRAW tips at the very end. It says BOXRAW, really nice high quality. And it says BOXRAW and it's rubberized as well. That is actual letters that are stamped on. I don't know if it's stitched on, but they're on there. And I've watched this is hoodie a couple times and no issues there. One thing I love about this hoodie is the hoodie part. The hood is oversized. So when you put this hood on, I mean, you get really excellent coverage over your head. So if you want to kind of sit down and kind of keep warm, maybe you're somewhere where you're trying to be a little bit more private, you want to put that hood on, you can do so. And you get that full coverage and it feels really good, keeps you nice and warm. You also have the BOXRAW patch on the back with the metal that looks really clean and classy. BOXRAW logos in white on the sleeves. And then you also have the elastic at the bottom, as well as the elastic at the bottom of the jacket, or the hoodie should I say. And you also have this all the way through. You have the sleeve on the inside. One thing that's worth noting with this sleeve is that there's actually a zipper that's hidden. So it's almost like a hidden zipper on the inside that comes across. So again, I love how they do little innovative things with their clothes. And you can actually see the zipper right here on the inside. So if you have, again, your keys, your wallets, you want to put it in here, because if you put it just in this pass-through section, it might just fall right out. So the fact that you have that zipper on the inside there, you can keep all your stuff and not have to worry about losing it. And then you have your tag right here on the inside, cut from a different cloth. 50% cotton and 50% polyester, machine wash, cold, and do not iron. This is one of those things you hang dry as well, so the quality of it, or the color doesn't fade, and you keep the shape of this jacket. But a very heavyweight jacket, cotton polyester, it feels amazing, does not feel cheap at all. And this one retails, I believe this is also $80 for this hoodie, but definitely well worth it. And I also have the pants for it, which I gotta find. I don't know where it ended up in my house, but I definitely use this hoodie a lot in the winter time. And then lastly, it's gonna be the Walcott shorts. Now I have two pairs of these, or two of these shorts, should I say. The Walcott shorts, I believe are a 7-inch inseam short. So when you wear these, they sit a little bit right above the knee. They're not like high-rise shorts that you see a lot of people wear at the gym, where it comes up a little bit higher on your thigh. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit higher up, I wouldn't get these. There's other shorts that BOXRAW has that sits a little bit higher up on your thigh. These sit a little bit lower. So if you want something, if you're somebody that's into that little bit of a lower fit, then this would be a better choice for you. You do have zippered pockets on both sides. Again, I love the zippers because you don't have to worry about any of your personal items jumping out of your pockets. You do have the embroidered BOXRAW logo on the left short leg, and you also have the elastic waist. It gives you that flexibility. The elastic waist almost reminds me of a pair of traditional boxing trunks. You know, it has that really thick elastic on there. It does say BOXRAW has a patch. The only downside to these is that the laces tend to pull out. So if you end up washing these, make sure that you tie the laces off before you put it in the washer, because I lost the laces on here on mine. And so that's one big thing I probably would have redone again, is just put the laces, tie a knot. Or maybe if they have like a little metal rivet there, and they could put like a lace that's a little bit larger so the lace doesn't pull through. You have ventilation on both sides, so you have the perforated panel right there on both sides of the legs. You also have kind of a ghost BOXRAW logo right there on the back of the shorts. And you also have a segmented or split leg opening for flexibility, so you have that as well. But overall, very comfortable shorts. These are made, I believe, of polyester as well. Let me find the tag on here for the instructions, if I can find the tag. But I believe these are 100% polyester. Here it is. So, tag on here, these are cut from a different cloth. Yep, and these are polyester as well. So again, if you're looking for a good pair of boxing shorts, these would be good to go. These are a little bit older in terms of their model lineup, and these retail for $30. But I think BOXRAW still sells these, but probably are going to start slowly discontinuing them just because they've been out for a couple of years. But these are $30 and definitely well worth it. So, you know, all in all, I've been extremely satisfied with my BOXRAW clothes. I haven't personally had any issues with the quality of any of it falling apart. You know, I have my Hagler sauna suit I use every now and then. In the summertime here, you know, anywhere between like April, pretty much like October. It's too hot anyways to be wearing a sauna suit outside, so I don't really get to use it as much. But when I do, it's held up really nicely. But just the general theme of BOXRAW and their clothing is, one, they're really just kind of like a lifestyle brand. And two, the quality of their products are definitely worth the price in my opinion. You know, especially if you want something that you can wear, it looks stylish, it's comfortable, and it's innovative. You know, like the zippers, the little opening inside the hoodie. I definitely think they do a really nice job, and they just came out with the Bud Crawford line of their clothes as well. So I'm kind of interested in checking those out. But overall, very satisfied with BOXRAW. I think they make a great product. The branding is awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else they come out with in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll put the link to BOXRAW in the description box. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.